News Time, 7:12.
A team of scientists has been working very hard to find easier ways to detect breast cancer, and they say we could soon have a simple blood test to do it.
Joining us on the Kogo News Live line is Christine Handy. She is a breast cancer survivor and an advocate for prevention and early detection measures. And Christine, this blood test, it would definitely be an exciting development outside of an actual cure. So can you tell us about it?
Sure. Good morning. Yes, it's called a liquid biopsy, and it's in its early stages of research, but the researchers seem to think it should be out in about between 5 and 10 years, hopefully 5, not 10. But basically what the liquid biopsy does is it would be like going to your annual physical and getting a blood draw. In that blood draw, they would look for proteins that are an irregular protein not normally present in your body. And that would be the first sign of detection of a cancer in your body.
And do those proteins, are they specific to, let's say, breast cancer or, colon cancer, things like that?
It's a very good question, and the answer is yes. So originally this blood draw was used to detect lung cancer, and now it's gone across the board to detect other cancers. And so they're using it to specifically look for proteins in the body and antigens in the body that wouldn't normally be present in the body for specifically breast cancer or specifically ovarian cancer or specifically lung cancer.
Wow, that would just be amazing because it would just help doctors so quickly pinpoint a problem.
It would be amazing, not only for early detection, but I'll tell you what is also amazing. It could also help people who have breast cancer currently, and I'll tell you why. If you are in a stage where they're treating you, like with chemotherapy and immunology, they could test your blood and see if the proteins are getting less and less during the chemotherapy. So, for instance, if you're doing chemo and they do a blood draw and they see that your proteins aren't going down, then they might switch the chemos to something different that might work better for your treatment.
Are scientists any closer, and we've been asking this for so many years, to finding a cause?
That's a billion-dollar question, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's the billion-dollar question. Well, they're looking at, genomic research is gotten huge, and that's the reason why this test actually became available. And so I think a lot of it has to do with your genes, but personally, I'm not a physician. I think a lot of it could be environmental. 20% of patients that are diagnosed with breast cancer have the gene. 20%, that's it. So that leaves 80%. And why are those 80% of women, including myself? I did not have any family history of it. And why are those 80% getting it? And nobody really knows.
Man, that has to be so frustrating because it seems like we have seen such a large increase in the numbers of breast cancers recently.
We have, and it's maddening because we have seen so much more money getting spent on research, and I just wonder why they haven't found a cure or why they haven't figured out where it's coming from. But it's 1 in 8 women, and it's not declining. It's actually on the rise. There will be 250,000 women diagnosed with breast cancer in the United States alone this year. That's 250,000 too many.
Definitely. Christine Handy, thank you so much for joining us on the Kogo News Live line. Some good information there.
Kogo News Time, 7